If you think you already understand airport rules, 2026 is about to humble you. Travel is changing so fast this year that even frequent flyers are getting blindsided at the gate. The world is shifting toward digital passports, biometric borders, silent new fees buried in your ticket, and ID rules that can either glide you through security or send you straight back to the end of the line. Picture this. You arrive at the airport confident, coffee in hand, only to watch travelers get pulled aside because their digital ID won't scan, their license isn't real ID compliant, or they didn't know a new rule kicked in last month. That quiet panic. It's becoming the new normal. The twist. Half of what people think they know about TSA and passport rules in 2026 is outdated, and the other half is rumor. So before you fly, you need to know which changes are real, which are just noise, and how to stay one step ahead, while everyone else gets stuck replaying their mistakes. And this year, the difference between a smooth trip and a ruined one comes down to preparation. The rules won't wait for you. The airports certainly won't. Number 1, digital IDs, real ID, and the new passport future. 2026 feels futuristic until it suddenly doesn't. Yes, the TSA now accepts mobile driver's licenses stored in your Apple Wallet or Google Wallet. At some airports, you can literally tap your phone and walk through like you're in a sci-fi movie. But here's the part nobody tells you. It fails a lot. Some airports still reject digital IDs entirely. Some scanners glitch. And when that happens, TSA won't argue, won't troubleshoot. They'll just send you straight back in line. Imagine watching your flight board while you walk the walk of shame to the end of security because your phone didn't scan correctly. That's why the real rule of 2026 is brutal but simple. Always carry a physical ID. Even the TSA admits digital ID is optional convenience, not a replacement. And remember this deadline that travelers keep forgetting. May 7th, 2025 was the hard cutoff for real ID enforcement. If your license doesn't have that tiny gold star, guess what? You'll need your passport, even for domestic flights. Speaking of passports, here comes the biggest twist of all. The US is testing digital travel credentials, meaning soon your face and your phone become your boarding pass, ID, and passport in one. Trials are already running in Atlanta, Dallas, and Los Angeles. It's real. It's coming fast. But for now, your physical passport is still your lifeline. 2026 is the year where technology moves faster than the rules, and you do not want to be the person who finds out the hard way. Number 2, the liquids rule isn't dead. But something else is changing. Every year, TikTok swears the 311 liquids rule is gone. And every year, travelers show up at TSA acting shocked when agents pull out lotion bottles like they're contraband. Here's the truth for 2026. The rule is still alive. Very alive. Liquids under 3.40 100 milliliters. Clear quartz's bag. Same old drill. But here's the part most people miss. The rule didn't change. The technology did. More US airports now use CT scanners that can see through your bag in full 3D. Where these machines exist, you can leave your liquids, laptop, and even some electronics inside your carry-on without unpacking a thing. Feels like magic until you fly through an airport that doesn't have them. Major hubs like Chicago O'Hare, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Miami International do. Smaller airports, still stuck in the past. And here's the travel trap. If you assume your airport has CT lanes when it doesn't, TSA won't hesitate. They'll pull your bag, unpack everything, and slow you down while your boarding time evaporates on the screen. So, unless you know for sure your airport upgraded, pack like it's still 2010. Because in 2026, ignorance doesn't just cost time. Sometimes it costs your entire flight. Number 3. Carry-on crackdowns. The silent rule travelers keep missing. Here's the part that stings a little. Airlines are tightening carry-on rules. Again, and they're doing it quietly. Dimensions that used to slide through, unnoticed, are suddenly being measured. Weight limits that agents ignored for years are now being enforced at the worst possible moment, right at the gate. When you have no options left and a $75 penalty is waiting with your name on it. Some airlines are shrinking allowable sizes. Some are simply enforcing the rules they always had. And beginning in 2026, airlines like Southwest are even restructuring seat assignments and baggage fee systems, meaning the wiggle room travelers relied on for years is disappearing. Imagine this. You're in line, carry on, over your shoulder, thinking everything is normal. Then an agent drops a measuring bin in front of you with the cold precision of a surgeon. 1 inch off, 1 pound. Heavy. They don't blink. They just swipe your card. And here's the trick: almost no one sees coming. If your bag looks stuffed, agents target you more, even if the dimensions technically fit. Which is why 2026 demands one brutal habit. Weigh and measure your own bags before leaving home. It sounds annoying until you're the only person in line not repacking on the airport floor. The future of air travel isn't generous. It's strategic, and it punishes the unprepared. Number 4. Europe's new biometric border, EES plus EAS, 2026. If you're flying to Europe in 2026, get ready. The old stamp and go era is officially over. No more quick passport. Tap, polite smile, and you're in. This year, the EU flips the switch on one of the biggest border changes in decades. It's called the Entry-Exit System, ES, and it went live on October 12, 2025, becoming fully mandatory by April 10, 2026. Here's what that means for you. Every time you enter or leave the Schengen zone, that's most of Europe, your photo and fingerprints are scanned into a digital system. No choice, no exceptions. Your entire travel history becomes trackable with precision. The first time you use it, expect a small delay. More scans, more steps, more people confused in line. But once you're in the system, the next visit is faster if you know what you're doing. And here comes the twist almost every traveler misses. If you're connecting flights in Europe, you must build extra time into your layover. Biometric gates don't care that your next flight is boarding in 28 minutes. The line moves when it moves. But Europe isn't done. Late 2026 brings the EU's next gatekeeper, ESHA's, their version of the US ESTA. It's only €7. It's quick. And it's required even for short stays. Skip it, forget it, or overlook it, and you won't even be allowed to board your flight from the US. PROT traveler's tip. If you're flying with a spouse or friend, register together the first time you use EES. It keeps you in the same queue. Otherwise, one of you may breeze through while the other gets stuck behind a tour group of 40 confused retirees. In Europe 2026, preparation is survival. Number 5. Hidden fees, rising taxes, and the new refund rules airlines hate. 2026 isn't just rewriting how you fly. It's rewriting how much you pay to fly. And most travelers won't notice until their ticket total jumps right in front of them. Starting April 1, 2026, the UK raises its air passenger duty once again. If your flight departs from the UK, especially in premium cabins, expect your fare to climb. And as fuel costs rise worldwide, you'll quietly see new surcharges sneaking into ticket prices everywhere. Airlines won't announce it. They'll just bake it in. But here's the twist, and it's actually good. For the first time in years, airlines are being forced to play fair. The US Department of Transportation passed new refund rules that flip the power dynamic. If your flight is delayed significantly or cancelled, the airline must issue automatic refunds. No 3-hour phone calls, no begging, no pleading, no credit-only nonsense. And if you paid for extras, seat upgrades, Wi-Fi, check bags, and the airline fails to deliver, that money comes back, too. But there's one catch nobody talks about. Automation only works if the data is perfect. If your delay isn't recorded properly or you can't prove what you paid, your refund can get stuck in limbo. So, here's the 2026 survival kit. Keep screenshots of delay times. Save receipts for extras you purchased. Document everything before you leave the airport. And if a delay leaves you stranded overnight, go to the gate and ask for the airline's customer service plan. Many airlines are now required to offer meal or hotel vouchers for eligible delays, but they won't volunteer that information unless you ask. 2026 isn't about being lucky. It's about being informed and getting every dollar you're owed. Number 6, the fast track tools, MPC, global entry, clear, and facial recognition gates. If 2026 has a winner, circle. These programs are the ones getting travelers through airports while everyone else melts down in line. Let's start with the most underrated one. Mobile Passport Control, MPC, the official US Customs app. It's 100% free, works at more than 50 US airports, and can shave 20 to 40 minutes off your arrival time. You submit your info before you even reach the officer, and you breeze through like you've unlocked a secret level. If you travel internationally, even twice a year, global entry is still king. It gets you through customs with a quick scan. And here's the trick. Even if your travel partner doesn't have it, you can still use the same kiosk. No splitting up required. Then there's Clear Plus. 2026 sees it expanding even more, but many travelers misunderstand it. Clear speeds up ID checks, not TSA security itself. Combine clear and pre-check, though, and the airport becomes almost enjoyable. But here's the change nobody can escape. Facial recognition boarding. Gates are taking over. By the end of 2026, most major US international terminals will board passengers by face scan instead of paper passes. It's fast, efficient, a little intimidating, and yes, you can opt out. Just tell the agent you prefer a manual check. And the final twist, those early tests for the digital travel credential, where your phone becomes your passport, are expanding fast. Within a couple years, you might walk through an entire airport without touching a single document. But until that day, there's a travel triangle that protects you every single trip. Your physical ID, your passport, your phone. Keep them together. Guard them like your lifeline. 2026 rewards. The travelers who think 2 steps ahead. 2026 isn't difficult. It's just brutal. To anyone traveling with old assumptions, most airport nightmares happen because people don't realize the rules changed months ago, quietly without warning. So, here's the stripped-down survival playbook. Keep a real ID license or your passport with you every trip. Digital ID works only if both your state and your airport support it, and many still don't. The moment it fails, TSA will send you straight back in line. Assume the 3.4-ounce liquids rule still matters. It does. And unless your airport has CT scanners, you still pack like it's the old days. Traveling to Europe? Know the EES biometric checks and the coming ETS requirement, because forgetting either one means you don't even board your flight. Track every delay and every extra you pay for. Those new refund rules protect you, but only if you have proof. And if you want a smooth trip instead of a survival test, use MPC, Global Entry, or Clear Plus PreCheck. These are the shortcuts experienced travelers rely on while everyone else gets stuck in lines that grow by the minute. Don't be the person who discovers at the gate that their digital ID doesn't work here or that they missed a new passport. Check. 2026 rewards the prepared and punishes everyone else. If this helped, hit subscribe and share it with a friend who still brings a full water bottle to TSA. Smart flights. Smooth connections. See you in the next one.